Well, hello there. Here we are at day 6 of my Learning Golang with Matt series. I'm Matt, by the way, in case you hadn't picked up on that already. But seriously, if this is the first time that you're seeing one of my Learning Golang series videos, each day I sit down for half an hour, learn something new about Golang that I haven't learned before, or continue learning some concept that I have started learning about, or just in some way or other learning the language just that bit more. And to keep it honest, or keep myself honest I should say, and because perhaps you might be interested in learning too, or maybe you are learning and you need encouragement, I share about that each and every day. You can read it on my blog, or you can hear me chat about it here in these videos. Anyway, with that, let's dive right into day 6. This session was, I think it was kind of good. It was. I was going to say it was shorter, but not really. It was kind of a chilled session because today I started looking at maps. Now, if you're not familiar with what a map is in Go, let me just get the definition. It's really huge. A map maps keys to values. There you go. But in short, if you're familiar perhaps with PHP and its associative arrays, where you just have a key that points to a value, a dictionary perhaps in Python. I'm not as familiar with other languages like C or Ruby or whatnot, and the structures that those languages have, but associative arrays or dictionaries, I was going to say hash map, but I think that might be wrong. In short, you have some kind of key which just points to a value, and I'm guessing the idea is it just makes it easier to create a structure or store structured data. I'm not going to say too much more because I could be shooting out my hat there and really, or is it speaking out my hat? Anyway, it was a really interesting session today because there's a lot of overlap, a lot of similarity between what I'm used to, as I said, in PHP and what I'm seeing in Go. I found that it was kind of pretty straightforward to get into because conceptually, just to really hammer this point home, key value. It seems to be easy through Go's make function to make or instantiate a map. There are some nice convenience options for if you want to have, say, like a structured type, such as a struct that I've defined myself. You don't necessarily always have to be sort of overly declarative. You can sort of be sort of quite concise in the syntax. There are simple functions. Simple, hate that word. There are some functions for adding new items to a map, deleting existing items from a map, checking if an item exists in a map, and retrieving it. Now, what's really cool about those last two is you can combine those two into one. You can make a call for, like, find me this item from a map, like an item identified by this key, but first check if it exists in the first place. And there's some really nice compact syntax. I have an example of some of this on my blog article for day 6. You can have a look at, and I'm also linking to some examples in the notes for this video. I don't really have kind of a lot to say other than I just enjoyed this session because I didn't feel that from like a mental academic perspective it was sort of too taxing. It was just kind of a relaxed and enjoyable one, and I guess I was sort of able to parlay existing experience in other languages I'm familiar with into Go, so it kind of helped me kind of build a sense of confidence. Always kind of nice. Will that be the same tomorrow? I don't know, but for today it was good. If you'd like to know anything more about maps in Go, as always, I'll include links to relevant information, the sections of the Go tour that I covered, and any other articles and so forth that I read to help me get into this concept just that bit better. And now that we're at the end, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It'd be great if you'd subscribe to the channel or turn on the bell notification icon. That way, if you like this content, if you're getting something out of it, if you're learning Go like me, and it's encouraging you to stay with it, then it'd also do me a favor to let me know that that's what you're after. If you like the videos, if you'd like to contribute in some way to the channel, It'd be cool if you would buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/webdevwithmatt. Otherwise, I'd love to know what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for day 7.